Hi, Scott. This is with Brookstone Homes. We're here with Brandon Aim from Dave Joe's Plumbing and Heating. How you doing?
Good.
Hey, so we're here to talk today a little bit about exterior hose bibs and some of the maintenance things that we want to, do on the house before the winter comes along. And I noticed that there's this big water pipe that runs across here, and then there's a little valve in here. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, this right here, this pipe overhead here is your supply line that's going to feed your outside hose faucet. And it's required by code to have a shutoff valve in every hose faucet. Basically, what you want to do is once the fall weather arrives and it's getting into winter, you want to make sure you turn this valve off. Just simple quarter turn valve on this particular valve. And that's going to protect you from having any freezing, thawing issues that may happen within the bib itself.
So on that valve, it may seem like a simple thing, but how do you know it's off or how do you know it's on? A lot of times there's not an on or off on it, but what is there a significance about the way it faces?
Yeah, if the valve, the handle is running parallel with the piping, the valve is on. Once you turn the handle perpendicular, that shuts the valve off.
Great.
And the simplest thing to do is just to go outside, turn the valve on, and make sure no water is flowing out of it.
So the thing to do really before the winter really hits is to turn your hose bib outside on, right? So the water's running out, and then turn this off, come back down here and turn this off. Let all the water between the valve and the hose bib get out of the pipes, really.
That's exactly correct. And the other big thing too is always make sure you take the hose off the outside faucet.
Yeah, that's a big one. People don't realize to do that. What about, tell us a little bit about the hose bibs that we use, though. I mean, they are sort of frost-free hose bibs. They do have some siphoning sort of function on them. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure, yeah, we are in Wisconsin here, so we do use a frost-free hose bib, which basically means that the shutoff mechanism is located all the way to the back, which is at the end of the copper pipe. That allows, when you shut the valve off, the bib will drain to the outside. The best thing we can do, though, to safeguard your home is to turn the valve off, open it up outside. That way you know all the water is left the bib.
Yeah, one of the common things that can happen with these, though, is that as Brennan just indicated, there's a copper pipe that's about 9 or 12 inches long, and then you've got the hose bib on the outside, and that pipe needs to be sort of pitched a little bit, so when you turn it off, the water runs out of the hose bib. Sometimes if it gets hit or something happens to it and it's not facing that way, you could have a problem. But an easy solution to that sometimes, if you turn this on in the springtime or you find that there's a problem, there's always a hairdryer, right?
Yeah, that's correct. You always thought out the hairdryer.
Okay, well great, thank you.